What else can we do? Well, we can obviously look into more staff. I think that's a good idea. Get more advertising campaigns. I think this is going to be key. I really want to get a lot of advertising campaigns for the park. Potentially we can do some for rides. So, sorry, that's free entry to the park. Advertising campaign for a ride. So we could maybe choose. Well, we need to ring. We don't need to ring. We need to name our space ring. So we'll do that in a minute. We'll advertise John's Twist because obviously that's our newest ride. Well, our second newest ride. We'll need to name our space rings. Space 1992. There we go. So Space 1992 are our space rings, and that is good. So, like I said, we can manage our staff. We'll probably have to split up the paths for all of the handymen and our engineers. Mechanics, sorry, they're not engineers. Maybe get a few more security guards. I don't think more than 2 is necessarily needed. And similar with the entertainers, I don't really know what they do. They seem to have they're just there for decorative purposes in the game. Okay, so that's good. We can add more gentle rides. I'm not entirely sure how many people would like that in the park. I'd quite like to get a log flume and some roller coasters. Although, that being said, I would like to get more roller coasters. Last time I said that, and I started to build one on the 3rd year, could not afford it at all. By the end of the 3rd year, and we finished the park objective, I just deleted all of the rides and just added my own. So, to get money and then made the roller coaster. So it was kind of a bit of a waste of time. But anyway, let's continue. So, what do we want? We've got to think about what's being researched. So what's being researched is a water slide. So I think to stay on the watery theme, we can add a log flume. And also, I just want to quickly check how long we've got for this objective. Year 3. You know what? Yeah. Sorry, this might be one of the times I don't just constantly record. I usually record in a 2 to 3 hour session, but the time I've got today, probably have to end up saving it, which might be a bit risky because saving in RollerCoaster Tycoon can be a bit risky. So let's just clear out some of this area. Oh, whoops! And we'll start thinking about a design for a log flume. Whilst we do that, or whilst we think about that at least, we'll just quickly increase the price of our park because people are complaining it is too cheap. And we have just been awarded, wonderfully, we have been awarded the Best Value Park Award. So that's awesome. So back to our log flume. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by turning. And then we're going to go straight down into a tunnel. Now this is the fun part because we cannot see what's happening when we're in underground mode. Okay, so we go underground. We're then going to go up to. We're going to come up to the surface world. Come up to the surface for 1 block. And then we will get this right. Go down again, all the way down. So quite low. We're gonna then basically the strange thing here is we've got to add. I think if we go up all the way. Come out. I kind of want to somehow time this perfectly so we can just go back into the station. That wasn't quite timed perfectly. But you know, I kind of liked that length of roller coaster, or that length of drop. So the problem with this at the moment is there's not really that much what's the word? Station. The more station you've got, the more flumes you can have. The more logs you can have on the log flume. So the more people can go on it at a time. So that looks quite good. We'll add our entrance and exit. So put our entrance here, and we'll plonk our exit. You know what? I think our entrance can actually be at the start, or near the start. Maybe not quite that far back. Put it about here, and then we can test it. So we can test that. We'll move the price up to about £2.50, I think. Whilst that's testing, I want to quickly make the entrance path and the exit path. Perfect. Okay, so now let's have a watch of the last. We'll watch the flume, or the log that just leaves. So we'll watch boat 8. So it's just starting. It goes around the corner. As it comes around the corner, you can see there's a big drop in front of it. So it goes down to that big drop, and at the bottom of there, we go straight up. We then poke. Well, in a second, we come up to the top, just to the outside world. We can see everything's nice, and then, oh my goodness, there's another big drop in a tunnel. We go really far down to the bottom of the world, I think, or as far as we could have gone. After that large drop, we come round, and then we get onto the big conveyor belt to bring us up to the surface world. And, well, when we get to the surface, that is the end. We're at the station again, and we can see our logs are coming. So boat 1 is just coming through now, and it's really awesome because we've got 12 boats, and we can get a lot of people on this ride. It's 4 people per boat, so we can get lots. So when we did that, we unlocked the water slide. Our advertising campaign for the park finished. Our advertising campaign for John's Twisted finished. Richard Wrecker's broke down, and it just broke down again. And Owl's Galleon broke down. So hopefully we can get a mechanic on that. Yeah, the mechanic is fixing Owl's Galleon, and hopefully the mechanic can get... Yeah, here we go, answering radio call. He's going to be fixing, what's it called? The wrecking one. Richard's Records. Sounds like Richard's Records. Richard's Wreckers. It's kind of a bit of a tongue twister with all the R's. Anyway, £2.50 for the log flume. I kind of like the colours. I think usually I do them slightly different, maybe slightly darker. But I think I'll keep it with that brighter brown. And I think most log flumes on this game have that green, black and grey colour scheme, so I kind of want to keep that. Obviously, we're doing the naming, so I'm just going to have to call this Ashley's Splashies. Splashleys. So this ride's called Ashley's Splashleys. So yes, we're going to open it up, and our boat 1's just entering the station, so that's perfect timing for people to come. Our test scores on that is medium excitement rating, medium intensity rating, and a low nausea rating. And it only takes 2 minutes 6 seconds, which I believe actually it's probably about the same as most log flumes I've done. But I think the fact that there's so many boats will make it slightly better. So whilst we're waiting for people to go on that, we're going to advertise Ashley's Splashies. It's kind of a bit. That's another thing that's kind of hard to say. We're going to advertise Ashley's Splashies, and we're going to advertise the park. Perfect. Unfortunately, that has meant we've spent a lot of money, but For saying we got a £5 loan and we already had £1 of that, I think we spent more than that. Yeah, we made profit in April, and we just made some rides recently. So we've already got our first boat full of people on Ashley Splashleys. Guests are commenting our park is cheap. Let's bump that up to £20, and we've just been awarded the safest park award. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, Ashley Splashleys has literally just broken down. One boat went out and it's stuck on the ramp. That is brilliant. Hopefully we can get a mechanic on that quickly. Yes, we've got a mechanic fixing it already. Yeah, we've got a mechanic fixing it already, so hopefully it's not going to be too big a deal. But I like how we opened the ride, and as soon as it was opened on the first one with people, it broke down. Maybe this is a sign of things to come. Okay, so unfortunately we've got some sick around the paths. I think I'm going to add another handyman and give him a lovely area to hand. So he's not allowed to mow grass, and he can basically have the area of land that our other handymen don't have. Or at least this area of land that our handymen don't have. There might be more land that I kind of can't be bothered to divvy out. Yeah, in fact, there's like a strip of land here. I'll have to add another handyman. In fact, no, our first handyman can go there. So let's have a look. And he can go here. So we have the park covered for handymen, so that should be fine. We should get nice clean paths. Although, that being said, I can see a fair amount of sick. I'm even questioning if this bit of sick is the same one as I originally saw. This handyman seems kind of stuck. Oh, okay. That's why. Handyman 3 is in the queue for the space rings, in an area where he can walk. So he's literally stuck in an area where he can walk. Let's just move him out. And hopefully he won't get stuck in there again. He can clean it up nicely. Right. Once he's cleaned that, I'm going to move him over here. Get him to clean that up. That's much better. Okay. That's wonderful. I can't believe that happened. It's just, all I saw was the handyman walking from side to side in the queue, and that just wasn't that nice. Unfortunately, one of our guests has given up the space rings. I think there's literally nothing we can do to change that, so maybe we're going to have to make more space rings, because it's quite busy and you have 4 people per space ring. Does it say how long the ride lasts? No. Nothing to help you out with that. So we've had a couple of breakdowns. Obviously Ashley Splashleys had a breakdown, and our runaway plumber just broke down. So again, a mechanic should be on the case. I think soon we'll have to start divvying up the park to the mechanics, because we seem to be getting quite a few crashes, but as long as we can have it consistent where a mechanic will go and fix it quickly, then it should be fine. Okay, so 2 weeks went pretty quickly, and advertising campaigns for Ashley Splashleys and the park has finished. So I think I want to do an advertising campaign for John's Twist, because twists don't do too well, and there's not too many people queuing up for it. That being said, I don't know about the other rides in the park. Obviously, the space ride one, I can't even click it. Ah, there we go. Runaway Plumber. That's got quite a nice queue. The Storm doesn't have that many people queuing for it, but that might be because it's £5. If we lower that down to £3, and we'll make it so we get £1 profit from, oh whoops, £1 profit from the photos. Space rings are doing fine. Go-karts are doing fine. Again, or not again, but our swinging ship could probably do with a bit more help, and so could our boat hire and our train. So whilst that was happening, whilst we were checking other prices of things, we unlocked an ice cream stall. So I'm just gonna add one in here. I'm gonna have a lovely price of £1 profit per ice cream, which is £1.40 per ice cream. Not the worst ice cream I've seen. And especially in theme parks tend to charge quite a bit for just general things. I think I went to Alton Towers a while back, and it was like £5 for a bucket of candy floss, and it wasn't even a large bucket. That being said, it was quite strong, it was quite nice, so I think I bought it in the end. Okay, there is quite a bit of sick around here. Hopefully, is it Handyman 3's area? No, Handyman 1? No, it's definitely not Handyman 1, it's Handyman 2's area. So we'll get Handyman 2 on the case there. So yeah, Alton Towers, candy floss can be expensive. I'm actually going to go there in 2 days' time from the point of this recording, which it will be the 26th. Probably by the time you're actually viewing this video, it's probably a few weeks later. Hopefully I can get some nice references. Sorry, that are current for my recording, but not current for you watching it. Anyway, yeah, I do tend to just record a park, get it out, and then whilst the last few episodes of that park are being uploaded, I then record another park. I think it's quite a good way of doing it. Ashley Splashley's looks quite good. It's got a nice queue building up. Hopefully more people will start going on it. Do we have an advertising campaign for anything? Oh yeah, we're advertising for John's Twist, obviously. I completely forgot about that. I think we want to get some free ice cream, just for a couple of weeks, seeing as ice cream's our new item into the park. Research. Okay, we're not researching, or we don't know what we're researching at the moment, but basically, we're getting roller coasters, thrill rides, and gentle rides. So hopefully we can get maybe a steel roller coaster, or I'm not too bothered about the shops and stores at the moment because we do have food, we've got drinks. Yeah. So again, our guests are complaining that the park entrance is very cheap, so we'll raise that up to £25, and hopefully that just gradual raising of the price will be quite good. And the amount of money we're actually gaining now, I mean last month, okay, we didn't build anything, I don't think. Let's just check. Ride, oh no we did ride construction was £500. And ride running costs is, well, that's going to be roughly consistent throughout the entire game if we don't add anything new. But yeah, so we had a lot of park entrance tickets, which meant we got just under £3,000. In fact, we're probably going to be already in a situation where we can pay back our loan and get some decent rides in the process. I do have to be slightly careful because I kind of want to build a roller coaster or something bigger in this area, but there's a lot of trees there, and I kind of want to bring the land down, like move the landscape down, which was the main reason in our last park we kind of had no money twice, because I did the exact same thing twice in a row. But yeah, we can do this though. So food wise, I think we're doing okay. No one's really complaining that we have that they can't find food or drink. We can add a water slide soon. I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that here or where would I do it. If I just zoom out a little bit, part of me is thinking around here. There's quite a bit of space. Then again, if I want to do a roller coaster there, I want a bit of space as well. Another part of me is thinking, right, so I've got the log flume here, which is a water ride. Do I want the water slide near my other water ride? Do I want it further away? I mean, maybe I can make this whole area like the water area, because we've got the boat hire, we've got the log flume, so we'll see. In fact, I think if we zoom in, I think we could maybe get rid of some of these trees. And although there's not really that much space for a water slide here, the part of me wants to do it here, just because of the whole water ride thing I just mentioned. Yeah. So I'm just gonna play with the landscape a bit. Hopefully I won't screw up too much like last time. And then we can add ourselves a water slide. Hopefully the log flume's a bit more than that. Yeah, £2 for that. And we're gonna open it up. No, we're not gonna open it up yet. We need to have a path. There we go. Perfect.